As viewers of the Noble channel may know, I'm not really the biggest fan of rage bait, outrage farmy content. Don't get it twisted, I like to farm a good outrage from time to time, but like, it's never really been primarily what I do on this channel. Which is why today is going to be a little bit different. Because today, we're talking about Rune Slayer. For all my Patrick stars in the audience who somehow missed it, Rune Slayer has been on hiatus for about a month and a half, until just this Friday when it reopened. And to be completely honest, it was not a triumphant return. Just scrolling through Rune Slayer YouTube, you'll see that community sentiment is just completely fried. People are not happy, and to be honest, rightfully so. Like I said earlier, this video is going to be a little different because I don't have anything constructive to say today, man. Only righteous anger, hatred, resentment, and negativity. Because if after a month and a half, this sorry ass excuse for an update is all that the devs had cooking for us, I don't really got the energy to be fucking cheery and happy and fucking Jimmy Good two shoes, whatever the fuck, bro. Lock in, subscribe to the Noble channel. We're trying to hit 5k subs. Like the video, and without further ado, let's get into the appellation. Rune Slayer is a game that at this point, I really don't like talking about. And it's not because I don't like the game or that I'm even burnt out on the game, which isn't actually possible because I never get to play it. The reason that I hate talking about Rune Slayer is that unlike Deepwoken, unlike even Type Soul, Rune Slayer just constantly leaves me disappointed. And every time I talk about this game, I have to muster up all the energy within myself to just not make a fucking slop Balboa video. Like I said, man, like Rune Slayer released just this Friday after a month hiatus. And naturally people were itching to slay a rune or two because it had been a month. The thing about the Tundra update is that it just did not live up to expectations, and it is honestly one of the worst content drops I've witnessed in Roblox history. But to get into why, we need to talk about a few major issues with the update. I would be remiss if I didn't start with the bugs, because it appears that even after a month, the Rune Slayer devs cannot seem to get their fucking shit together. When I tell you, as soon as the game opened, people were complaining about bugs, bro. There were infinite loading bugs, bugs that voided your slot, bugs that, like, the slots that people paid for, bro. Bugs that made it impossible to explore the Tundra, which was literally the main point of the fucking update. I don't think it's crazy to say that Rune Slayer immediately after it opened was literally fucking unplayable. So much so that nobody was fucking playing it because the player base dropped down to less than half. One of the main selling points of this update besides the Tundra was the beach area, which was the new area for you to like progress and hit max level before you head out to the Tundra. The thing about the beach is that there's a lot of water in the area, and you're gonna need a shark mount if you want to get around with any level of speed. Like you kind of swim like fucking Luffy, like you move at a snail's fucking crawl if you don't have a shark. I'm being so dead ass, so serious when I tell you, for the first 2 days of this update, you could not tame a shark. I mean, I guess you could, but like you had to cast an ancient spell and pray to Allah that the shark wouldn't fucking move and just de-aggro randomly. I myself spent 7 fucking hours trying to tame a shark, which is just so great. Thank you, Rune Slayer. Funniest thing is, even after you tame said shark, it might just glitch under the water and not be able to help you fight. And it also, if you ride it, it might just fling you and fucking kill you instantly, because that's what sharks do. Oh yeah, and the elevator still doesn't work, by the way. The black box bug is still in the fucking game. Like, dog, 2 of my good friends got false banned from the game when I was in VC with them, and neither of them could make a fucking appeal because the system was so backed up from other people having the same issue. How does that happen? The thing is, I can accept a rocky release, bro. Many games I played today had rocky releases, like Destiny 2, for example, bro. But the thing is, at least how it looks to me, is that the priority for the devs isn't fixing the game, it's making fat fucking stacks. See, there's a bug that made it into the update that I failed to mention so far because I just find it so funny. You see, when the game initially re-released, there was a bug that lets you buy race rerolls, and every time you bought one, it would stack up +1, and it would stack infinitely, so people would just get ungodly amounts of race rerolls. Bro, when I tell you they patched this shit so fucking quick, gone. And that's good, get that shit patched, but like, when the rest of your game is ostensibly on fire, it really does call into question your priorities when the first bug that gets patched is the one that loses you money. The bugs aren't even the only problem with this update, because it's just filled with a bunch of bullshit, fuck ass quests, and broken promises. The main quest in this update revolves around obtaining a key to the Tundra, which is the main endgame area for this update. And I'm being so dead ass, hand on a Bible when I say, this quest exists only to farm premium payouts. The quest is a 3-step quest, first requiring you to kill the new world boss, the Runic Whale, which spawns once an hour. The next step of the quest is to gather a bunch of materials from monsters scattered across the beach. This step was actually nerfed because before you actually had to get a bunch of different materials from the world boss, the Rune Whale as well, which was so fucking crazy because unless you had a golden fairy, the drop rates fucking suck, and it also spawns once an hour. Only after doing that second step do you get the third step, which requires you to kill every single world boss in the game. Only after doing this can you return to the quest NPC to receive the blueprint to craft the runic key, at which you have to make your way back to the beach, go to a crafting table, and craft the key with the fragment he gave you earlier, which just at that point feels really stupid and unnecessary. I don't know about y'all, but even the thought of doing that makes me want to Brian kill myself, bro. And the fact that the devs thought that this was an okay barrier to put in an update that people have waited over a month for genuinely boggles my mind. Like, it's the Tundra update. Why the fuck are you locking the Tundra behind potentially 6 hours of fucking bullshit? Nobody wants to do this. The funniest thing to me is that for the first few days, even after doing all of this bullshit, the Tundra didn't even work, and you were just forced into infinite loading hell every time you tried to enter it. That wasn't even the main thing that annoyed me about the update, bro, because like the main thing that pisses me off is that again, the devs have decided in the stupidest way possible to double down on the luck system. As people may know, one of the major things that was promised for the Tundra update was a major luck rework. I must confess that I am frustrated with the fact that instead of taking the time to rework the luck system and actually turn it into a system that's healthier for the game, the devs just introduced more luck into the equation. The devs added a system for jobs that you have to each grind individually, all to max level, just to gain 1 level of luck each. The devs also added multiple new races with luck passives. It's honestly kind of incredible to me how the devs have masterfully managed to weave farming premium payouts into the luck system. Like, it's astonishing. In order to get any level of value from this, you have to put days of work into Rune Slayer, which is so fucking bizarre to me, and also definitely not a luck rework. The luck races is like especially funny to me because the one that was promised for free to the player base as compensation didn't even work. People still don't have it. It's just layers on top of layers of incompetence, bro. Like at that point, like, why the fuck did you even open the game? Just take another month, bro. No one wants to play this shit. The last thing I want to talk about is YouTuber testers, bro, because I feel like the experiments that have been deep woken in Rune Slayer have just proven to me that content creators should not be fucking testers. What the fuck were y'all testing, bro? Nothing works. Did y'all test this rune key quest? Did y'all even do it? Like, I feel like any competent tester would look at that quest and be like, yeah, no, this maybe shouldn't be here as a barrier to the major selling point of the update. I feel like literally any competent tester, fuck, even my dumbass, could have caught that sharks literally don't work properly. And then you go to these supposed testers channels and you see all kinds of content about new stuff and legendary weapons and all kinds of exclusive bullshit, and you're like, oh, that's what you were testing. I don't know what else to say, man. Rune Slayer devs, y'all got it all backwards. At this point, either sell the game to people who care or just lock in, please. Because I promise you, people will not stick around if this bullshit is what you continue to deliver every single major content drop. Like the video, subscribe to the Noble channel. We're trying to hit 5K subs. Comment what you think about the Rune Slayer update. I love Roblox. Back to coding.